Hey YouTube, it is I, Zach Attack, your coach of the Pittsburgh Steelixers. Today we're going up against Zachmander, the coach of the Canadian Cerule Edges. The Zach Bowl is back, MDL Week 5, the 6th season of the MDL, and we're here. It's essentially stall versus size spam. I did not bring in DD this week as evidenced by the team preview, but I'm excited to go and fight my boy once again. The series is tied. It is 3-3, and hopefully I can pull ahead this time because I won the last one, and I would really like to break the trend of he wins, I win, he wins, I win, he wins, I win. But if he wins this time, at least I'll know I win. I'll win the next one. So I got that going for me. But I would like to break the trend, so it's time to fight our brother. There's nothing left for me to say other than good luck to you, my brother. It's time to do. Now you can see by the Terra types, he's allergic to Krozma and Ghost Spirit Tube. That was one of his Terras. I'm Terra Electric Hoopa and Terra Fairy Hyperior. I thought I'd mention that. He leads Thundy, I lead Dio, and it's interesting here because he's likely going to be pranked. He's not going to be defiant into me. I don't have an Intimidator. However, the problem here is that I think that his Thundy is going to be Prankster Electric Terrain to combat my Indeedee. And, that's a fair assumption, My D doesn't have any speed investment on it. I have max attack adamant with max special attack. Just to respect Cyclozar, I wanted to kill it with superpower. But it's not here. So hazards are pretty free here. But with Thundy in front of me, I just had to click Cycle Boost. However, it's Scarfed. And with my Lonely Nature, that's going to do a lot of damage. She brings in the Clef, I Cycle Boost, which does about over half, and I eject pack out of there. I bring in my Hoopa, I bring in the Genie. Not really planning on tearing Hyperior, so I go in Terra, just in case I miss my Gunk Shot, but thankfully I don't, and Clefable goes down. Now in comes Ting Lu. Now, I am Assault Vest, but I'm not taking an Earthquake to the face. So I switch out there into Bubby! He takes the hit relatively well. He brings in the Indiana Mountains, yes. And I flip turn out of there with Bubby. Not Rocky Helmet. I bring in Dio to start setting up my hazards. I set up my rocks. And then he Trick Rooms. And I'm like, well, shit. Side Shock doesn't kill. That's when you can go up with Spike. The next Side Shock will, though, and Indiana Moans takes out my DL. And in comes Bubby. He willows me, which is unfortunate because, not unfortunate because I roar. I roar in the Gouging Cheese. And I'm fast in the Gouging Cheese because it's Trick Room. So an Earthquake, which does literally no damage because I am physical. So, and then ADDs, I'm like, okay, I need to get this thing out of here. Trick Room is expired. He Morning Suns. I roar him out of here. I'm like, I'm not done with that crap. In comes the Krozma, the Zell, and at this point, I'm just the Krozma food. So I let it take me out. I bring in Hoopa to try and kill this thing, but I'm max attack, max HP, max Fizz Death. I'm not really attack invested. And if I was, that definitely would have killed the Hyperspace Fury, not really helping me out too much here. And at this point, I kind of just get steamrolled. He Morning Suns, and I'm at -1 Fizz Death. I gotta go into Bluey here. He Terras. He Morning Suns again. I show them Scarf. I Moonblast. He Calm Minds, and I'm like, ugh. So I do it again. He Morning Suns, and he gets back into more than where he was. I can't take it. I go into Hoopa. He Calm Minds again. I Hyperspace Fury. It does a decent chunk, but Photon's just going to do so much damage. Assault Vest definitely saves me here, I Drain Punch to try and get back some HP. He Morning Suns though, and it's just a cycle. I go back out on the Florages to try and sack it. He Morning Suns again. I trick it my Choice Scarf, locking him in. Trying to catch him on another Calm Mind, getting greedy. He goes for Terra Blast. I switch into Rhyperior on a switch to try and get him on a thinking he'd stay in and Terra Blast again. He makes a good read into Thundy, just carrying Grass Knot. I'm like, do I want to make the risk? I know he has Grass Knot on this thing, do I want to make the risk and try and get the KO? Do I want, because I know he'll try to predict me. He has a history of that if you've seen the IDL game. Trying to sledge on my Iron Crown. Biggest throw of his life. He doesn't throw this time. He grabs some time Rhyperior. He takes me out. I bring in Sneasler, who is Lumberry for that thing. Trying to think he'd be Thunder Wave. He's not, because he's Scarfed. And I try and do some damage. I Swords Dance in its face. Try and catch it on a Thunder Wave. I Fire Punch. I don't kill. He Trick Rooms. And obviously knowing he's going to Side Shock, I have to switch out the Florigis, which doesn't survive too. I go out into Hoopa to get the KO on this thing. He willows me for good measure though because he knows I'm physical. I do get the KO. The crit was unnecessary. I take down the Indiana Modes. But Ting Lu just cleans me up. Both of my three remaining Pokemon are weak to this thing. He kills me. It's the last turn of Trick Room. If I SD, maybe I have a chance and I live. But I don't. He takes me out, and he wins the game. GG's to Zachmander. But it's unfortunate the way this game ended, but I can't really say I'm shocked, to be honest, because I'm not. He did say he was gonna meme this game some with like the nicknames and the Spiritomb, I'd assume, because he said that he wasn't gonna try hard this game, and he still ended up winning. So I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Okay, he's just the GOAT, but it doesn't matter. I'll see you all in the next one, and make sure that you guys stay goated. I am your coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. My name is Zach Attack. I hope you all have a glorious day, and I will most certainly see you all on the flip side.